Hello children. In the last class, we have started chapter 1, operating system and graphical user interface role and functions. And today we will continue with the same chapter. So we have discussed some points in it, the introduction part, and then we have started with what is an operating system. What is operating system? Operating system acts as an interface between the user and the hardware. So computer interprets the instruction given by the user, and with the help of operating system we gives the instruction to the computer, and computer takes those instruction. Who is taking the instructions from us? It is not a CPU, but it is an operating system which resides inside the CPU, which is a master program which makes computer alive and helps to run different applications. So operating system is just like a manager which manages each and everything of the computer. Now in the last class I have given you some questions also. Now today we will start with the need for an operating system. We have learned what is an operating system. Now we will discuss what is the need of an operating system, why it is required inside our computer. Operating system as a platform for application programs. So we have discussed what is application software and what is system software. So you know the difference between both. So operating system provides a platform. Operating system like your Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows 2003, 2005, 2007, that is an operating system which provides a platform on which the other programs, which is called the application programs, helps the user to perform a specific task easily. It acts as an interface between the computer and the user. Suppose you have installed the operating system in your computer, like, and now you want to install the applications like Microsoft Office or Window Media Player, VLC Player, antivirus software, or any other software. Once you install the operating system in your computer, then only you can run these application programs in your computer. So it acts as an interface between the computer and the user. So operating system, we are the user, and there is operating system is in between the computer and the user. We give the command. It is the operating system which takes our command, process it, and gives the output on the computer, which is a hardware device, a monitor screen. And then a second need of an operating system is managing input and output unit. So it is the operating system which allows the computer to manage its own resources such as memory, monitor, keyboard, printer, etc. So it is the operating system which is managing the monitor, the keyboard. It is taking the input from us, displaying the output on the monitor, printing also. The third uh, need of an operating system is consistent user interface. So operating system provides the user an easy to work user interface, so the user does not have to learn a different user interface every time. So in previous days, where many people were required to operate a single computer, there were different user interfaces were there which were very difficult to learn. Now it is very easy, even for a small child. If he sits on a computer without any knowledge, he can operate that computer. He can learn to operate that computer on his own, because the reason is the user friendly environment is there. The next topic we have is a multitasking. Yes, our computer, it can perform multiple tasks at the same time, so it is also known as multitasking. But who takes care of this multiple task running at the same time? It is the operating system. So operating system manages memory and allow multiple programs to run in their own space and even communicate with each other through the shared memory. So we can run multiple tasks at the same time on a computer. We can listen to the music, we can print the papers, we can type something, or we can download something, we can install something. So we didn't even come to know that how operating system is managing these processes, and we are getting the output at the same time. So multitasking gives a user a experience as they can perform multiple tasks on a computer at a time. The next topic we will discuss is functions of an operating system. The first function of an operating system is process management. So it manages the entire processing which is getting uh, going inside the computer. It is one of the important function of an operating system, and operating system ensures that each process receives enough time for the processor to function properly. For example, if you have given two commands to your computer, one to print a paper, another is you are listening to music. Do you even realize for a second that your music is stopped for a second or for a minute? No. Do you even realize that the printer is not printing the papers for a second or a minute? No, because this is the work of an operating system to manage all the processes. It gives equal time to the processes which are going inside the computer, and it utilizes as many processes cycle which is possible for the operating system. Next is the memory storage and management. The second function of the operating system is to manage the storage and storage of the computer system. An operating system manages and sharing of internal memory among the multiple applications. It also takes care of the fact that one process should not consume the memory allocated to another process. So it is the work of the operating system to manage the internal memory of the computer among the multiple applications are stored into your computer, but it also takes care of the fact that process should not consume. So let's say one memory already allocated to one application. Now if any other application comes in the queue, so it is the work of the operating system that it manage the memory and does not allocate the same memory to the other application. It gives a new memory space to the new application. Next is the file management. A computer system uses a lot of data which is stored in secondary storage devices. The operating system keeps track of information regarding creation, deletion, transfer, copy and storage of files in an organized manner. So computer system, we all know that we use lot of data like Excel file, Word file, PowerPoint presentations, uh, different files, different musics, and so on, which everything is stored in the secondary storage device, which is a hard disk. Now this is the work of the operating system. It keeps the track of each information regarding when did you created that file, when did you delete it, when did you transfer it onto the different from one folder to another folder, when did you copy it. So this is the file management which is done by the operating system. The next topic we have is device management. So it is the work of the operating system which plays a very important role in coordinating and controlling the various input output devices. So it receives the request from the device, let's say the keyboard. It receives the request from the keyboard to type this letter or anything. So the performs a specific task and communicate back to the requesting process. Once you have requested something, and then you see the output onto the monitor screen. So it is also managed by the operating system. Next is the security and protection. Yes, there is an inbuilt security exists in the operating system which protect us the resources and the information which is stored inside the computer system against the unauthorized access. So nobody can unauthorized person cannot access that computer. Enforcement of priority system. An operating system determines and maintains a specific order in which various jobs are executed in the computer system. So it is the responsibility of the operating system to give a priority to different tasks. If the operating system understands, yes, this work needs to be done on a priority basis, then it takes that work on a priority basis and process it and gives us the output. Next is provision of user interface. An operating system, a systematic user interface which facilitates and structures the interaction between the user and the computer. It can either be a CUI, which is a character user interface, or a GUI, which is a graphical user interface. So, provision of user interface means character user interface. Sometimes we type the characters, or that is a character user interface. We give the command to open a particular file or folder. There are different applications or the softwares where we give the command to open, and then only the file opens up, to save, then only the file saves in our computer. And graphical user interface is with the help of a mouse. We simply click on the application and that application opens up. We give a command to copy and that file copies, and we click and paste it onto the different place. That is a graphical user interface. We see a small graphics in a form of a picture or something like that. The last function of operating system is job control. When a user wants to run an application program, it is mandatory to communicate the instruction to the operating system about the work to be done. So when the user as a user, when you want to run a particular application, it is compulsory that you communicate the instructions to the operating system about the work to be done. If you click on file new, that means you are giving an instruction to the operating system. You want to open a new file using a standard set of system commands called JCL, which is a job control language. A user can communicate with the operating system. And there are different software which work on our instructions, like the commands which we type. They follow the our commands, which is done by the again by the operating system. Now your homework is to read this chapter, and in the next class I will be giving you a few questions to write it in your copy, and in the next class we will start with the new topic. Thank you so much. God bless you all.